Hello everyone, my name is Devashish Padi. So this is the ongoing series of your computer organization of your BCA second year, and today we will discuss the concept that is nothing but my full adder. In the previous lectures we will discuss about half adder, and this is the part of that lecture, and this is nothing but my full adder. If you directly see this lecture, then you can't understand what is actually full adder. So before that you will listen the previous lecture, that is combinational and sequential circuit. On that lecture I have already discussed about the concept of your half adder. So what is generally adder? Adder is nothing but it is a combinational circuit generally used for addition of bits, addition of different bits. And I can give a small idea about combinational circuit. Combinational circuit is a type of circuit where the output depends on present input only. Again I am telling, combinational circuit is a type of circuit where the output depends only on the present input. On the other hand, sequential circuit is a type of circuit where the output depends on the present input as well as past output. So that in case of sequential circuit, memory element is required. This is the main difference between your combinational and sequential circuit. We have already discussed that. Combinational circuit means present output depends on present input. Sequential circuit means present output depends on present input as well as past output. In case of combinational circuit, no memory element is required. In case of sequential circuit, memory element is required. Timing is not there in case of combinational circuit. Timing is very important in case of sequential circuit. We have already discussed all the concept of your combinational and sequential circuit, the block diagram of combinational and sequential circuit. You have go through that lecture. So different examples of your combinational circuits are adder, subtractor, multiplexer, demultiplexer, encoders, decoders. So these are the different examples of your combinational circuit. In the last lecture we have already discussed about half adder. Very simple. Half adder is nothing but a type of combinational circuit where addition of 2 bits is done. If I add 2 numbers on the computer, then half adder will perform the addition of 2-bit number. So half adder is nothing but a combinational circuit that can perform the addition of 2-bit number. That means 0 plus 1 is equal to 1, 1 plus 0 is equal to 1, 1 plus 1 is equal to 0, like that things. Okay. So half adder and full adder both are the type of adders, and it comes under combinational circuit. Okay. So let us start today's topic. What is generally full adder? So full adder is developed to overcome the drawbacks of your half adder circuit. What is generally half adder circuit? The addition of 2-bit number. But what is the problem in half adder circuit? the main problem of half adder circuit is we cannot store the carry bit information. In case of half adder circuit, we cannot store the carry bit information. To overcome this problem, we can introduce another type of adder that is known as my full adder. In case of half adder, 2 inputs are there, but in case of full adder, 3 inputs are there. What are the 3 inputs? A, B, and third thing is the carry, which is not present in half adder. Okay, so full adder can add 2 1-bit numbers A and B and carry C. That means in full adder we can add 3 bits, but in case of half adder we can add 2 bits. The full adder is a 3 input and 2 output combinational circuit. Okay, always remember the full adder is a 3 input and 2 output combinational circuit. So this is the block diagram of your full adder. 2 inputs are there, A and B, and the third input is known as my carry bit. Okay, and this is the sum. Okay, addition of A and B is stored. The result of addition of A and B is stored in sum, and whatever carry is there in the addition, that is stored in C. Carry C, sum S. In case of half adder, this thing is not present. Okay, only 2 input, 2 output. But in case of full adder, 3 input, 2 output. So this is the truth table of your full adder. What is there? Now see, in case of full adder, 3 inputs are there. In case of full adder, 3 inputs are there. First thing is A, B, 2 inputs, and third thing is the carry. Okay, if 3 inputs are there, almost how many combinations should be possible? 8 combinations should be possible, because 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8. If 2 inputs are there, 4 combination is possible. 2 to the power 2 is equal to 4. 4 combinations are possible. If 3 inputs are there, 2 to the power 3, 8 combination is possible. If 4 inputs are there, 2 to the power 4, 16 combinations are possible. If 5 inputs are there, 2 to the power 5, 32 combinations are possible. In generally, if n inputs are there, 2 to the power n combinations are possible. Okay, so here 3 inputs are there, so 8 different combinations are possible. See, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different combinations are possible. What are the 8 different combinations? Now first thing is 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. How can I write these things? Now first is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 0 means 000, 1 means 001, 2 means 010, 3 means 011, 4 means 100, 5 means 101, 6 means 110, 7 means 111. Decimal to binary conversion. 0 means 0, 1 means 1, 2 means 10, 3 means 11, 4 means 100, 5 means 101, 6 means 110, and 7 means 111. In this way, you can remember these things. Okay. Then how S comes? S is nothing but addition of this 3-bit number. 0 plus 0 plus 0, that is 0. 0 plus 0 plus 1, 1. 0 plus 1 plus 0, 1. 0 plus 1 plus 1. What is the result? Now 1 plus 1 is 10. 10 means sum is 0 and carry is 1. Okay. Then 1 plus 0 plus 0. Result is 1. Carry is 0. 1 plus 0 plus 1. 1 plus 1. That is 10. Sum is 0. Carry is 1. Okay, 1 plus 1, 10. In place of sum 0 and carry is 1. 1 plus 1, 10. 10 plus 1, 11. So sum is 1, carry is 1. Okay, so this is nothing but my truth table of full adder. From this truth table, I can draw the circuit diagram of your full adder. Okay, so this is the circuit diagram of your full adder. How can I write this circuit diagram? Now see, first is I can draw the circuit diagram of S. Okay, I can draw the circuit diagram of AB. I can draw the circuit diagram of AB. So how can I draw? Now AB is nothing but see, the product of AB means that is the end gate. So this is the end gate AB. Okay, then product of ACIN. Product of ACIN means A dot CIN means that is also the end gate. So this is also end gate. Next BCIN, B dot CIN means product of B dot CIN is the end gate. Three inputs are there, A, B, CIN, and these are the different AND gates. And if I can add these three things, AB plus ACIN plus BCIN, this is nothing but my C0. This is nothing but my C0. And if I add these three numbers, then that is nothing but my OR gate. Okay, so that is nothing but my OR gate. Next is, how can I find out the S? How can I find out the S? S is nothing but, see the truth table. S is nothing but the XOR of these three things, A, B and CIN. Okay, so this is all about my circuit diagram of your full adder. Okay, thank you.